Welcome everyone to our first ever pre-recorded in-person session of Tears of the Moon.
Yeah.
Ooh, bang the table in person because we can do it. Oh, we're gonna ruin everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bleep that one out because I have that power now. All right, so first things first. Clearly there are some varied and unfamiliar potentially faces sat at the table. Not to ourselves, obviously, because we have spent the last few days getting to know each other very, very well.
Yeah. TMI.
We're all best friends. Oh. Yeah. We're all best friends now. We don't totally hate each other and we're never going to talk to each other after this. Except for maybe Justin. So
Yeah, I'm ghosting myself.
All my homies say Justin. That's my favorite thing ever. You're saying all my homies say blank.
we hate Gideon. Like the Elvis thing.
Gideon's the file. Worst.
get Giddy off his boat. Yeah, so let's oh, your Zorex is showing. Oh boy. Not even playing him today. So that's interesting. So yeah, let's go around the table and introduce our guests. Obviously, Matt, you have been on a couple of episodes already.
Yes.
So people know you, but yes, as they will soon find out, you're not playing Zorex. Zorex is still looking for a sandwich. So he was too busy to come and join the stream this week.
Either he's still looking or he's starved by now.
Oh, he's just dead.
Godlack
just left him.
Godlack was like, oh, he can't carry his weight anymore.
No, he's going to go to the
he's going overboard. So who knows? Maybe we'll see Zorex someday down the line. Maybe he'll be floating in space. Who knows?
Cameo flying by dead in space.
You see an emaciated Gith, frozen and bloated.
And smelted.
Next up is Mr. John.
Yeah, you see, the way I got in here was I whined and complained for like 5 months straight. And that's how I'm here.
Yeah.
So remember, whining and complaining always works.
You might not make the final cut.
Yeah.
What?
There's like, because this is a pre-recorded episode, there's some real magic I can do. So you best be on your best behavior, John.
Can you at least make me look like Norm MacDonald?
Oh, well, I mean, I wish.
That way people can think I'm funny because I have his face and be like, oh, I remember him. He's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only way they're going to think you're funny. So
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, rest in peace, Norm. I guess we haven't addressed that on the stream before.
Yeah.
That was a while ago now, though.
Still sad.
Still sad. Still very sad. And that leaves our other John, who goes by Black.
Yes. Because of my name, I'm Black. My last name, John Black. Just love playing some D&D, rolling some dice, hanging out with these cool cats here.
You're gonna lie
It's a good old time.
You're gonna lie to these people?
It's not lying. I should say most of these people.
Okay,
It's not lying.
I'm not going to say who isn't a cool cat.
Just because you like hanging out with us doesn't make us cool.
I mean, that's why I paid Black to be here.
Yeah.
Like,
to make us cool.
to make us cool.
Yeah.
And also so we could have like 2 people both named John.
My name is Jeff.
A B last name.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you are doxing yourselves.
Why? What?
I'm gonna bleep one of those names.
Okay. Oh wait, we bleep the whole name.
Jonathan bleep.
Oh come on, my name's super common.
I mean, the 3 combinations of names makes it much easier to find you.
Oh.
I don't know why anyone would.
Yeah.
Because
I know why they come after Black.
Yeah.
He's just too damn cool.
He's being up too many fools in Final Fantasy 14.
Yes. Yeah. All day.
Wow. So yeah, it's awesome to have everyone here. I mean, not to belittle your presences, but everyone is familiar with our captain and our helmsman, I'm sure.
Captain Gideon, how you doing?
Master Helmsman Praecordium. I added Master on there because I felt it gave more power.
Or otherwise known as Dylan.
That's my villain name.
Dylan the villain.
Yeah. So, I feel like we've said everything that needs to be said. This is a very special 10th episode. Well, hopefully it'll be special when it comes out, as well as we're hoping it does. I mean, maybe having the door open to the basement, adding to the echo was a bad idea. Let me quickly go and close that.
Behind the scenes.
Also, people will hear the people who are down there that we tied up and...
Right here.
Oh, I'm on camera. Oh dear.
Why would you say that?
You can edit it out, it's fine.
No, okay. I'll definitely remember to edit that bit out.
Do it in post.
Edit all my lines and pizza the equal.
Anyway.
W like it.
Well, John, that was really epic.
I think it's time to officially start the episode.
Let's go.
So I'm sure, as we can all recall, we closed out our last episode of the stream with the culmination of a very eventful day. One that included the recovery of our captain, Gideon, and led us into the unhuman ward, where we tussled with the Bionoid, Eris, and Pain. But at the apex, or what was to be the end of the combat, our dear companion Chutney picked up the Bionoid's crystal.
Was commanded to be fixed
by his captain to pick up the crystal.
Then what happened?
And now it seems as though Chutney, or some part of Chutney, has become one with Eris and Pain. In order to sneak this incredibly violent and chaotic creature through New Shan, or the Leyran spaceport, without arousing too much suspicion, we employed the help of the greatest goblin in the Unhuman Ward.
I just picked him. He was
The veritable Gliz showed you the way
just a random goblin.
via a path paved in liquid gold.
He had a strong chin.
It was a sewer path, and there was lots of
Up
shit.
a chute covered in diamonds.
It was garbage everywhere. Veritable landmine of banana peels. Surprised we made it out.
And sewer bananas. To where the Artemis was docked in the Vaulted Gardens. The party set off, the weight of the day having placed firmly on their shoulders, now with a plan to try and help poor Chutney, who suffers with a great deal of sadness. Praecordium has taken it upon himself to seek out what is necessary to help Chutney in the only way he knows how.
I have got to go and get help from my daddy.
And that is where we find ourselves after a short trip of a couple of hours through the asteroid belt known as the Tears of the Moon.
Wow.
End the episode. We land again in your designated spot on the Rock of Brawl. The Artemis flutters down, her legs shift towards the ground, and the thorax places upon the sandy dock.
All right, the sooner the better. So, Praecordium, where should we go?
Well, we is a interesting way for you to phrase that. You see, me and my father weren't in the best of speaking terms since the last time we talked, and I was figuring that I could just weasel on back home, get the information we need, and meet back here. Like when you went off to go and, you know, get kidnapped.
Yeah, and about that, I don't think you should go alone.
Oh, I really do think it'd probably be for the best if I, you know, did a little solo mission.
As fun as that may sound, it can be very dangerous, especially on the Rock of Brawl.
You're really not going to let this one go on.
Not at all.
Right. But no one else. You and me.
Fine. Torque, if you don't mind, can you kind of watch over the ship?
Me talk. Sorry, Ryan, we wish you were here. Had to.
But yes, I think we'll be in good hands. You and I can make this quick.
Yes, hopefully it will be very quick. Get off the ship really quick. I've got to just go over a few things with you.
Go on.
I'll lead you off the ship. And I go, you're going to see some things in my home. We are going to keep it between myself and you. Is this agreed?
What happens in the rock stays in the rock.
Like your secret room. I agree not to go inside of it, and you agree to not tell nobody about this, you know? That makes any sense.
It does. Every man has his secrets, so let's do it.
Now, to get inside of the Arcanirium. That will be difficult without my father knowing, but I have some ideas.
Like?
I don't know, walking in the front door really quietly.
Okay. Fair. Okay, I'll put on my sneaking boots.
It's got like a portal, right?
Yeah. So so you're walking through the northern edge of Brawl, down south into what is like the more theocratic center of the rock, where many of the temples and churches of the various like sphere-wide faiths, such as the Temple of the Path and Way, the Polyglot Shrines, the Temple to Olympus, all of these pass you by, grand structures, probably the most ornate and decorative buildings, bar the Prince's Palace on the top of the rock that overlooks all of Brawl. To see what doesn't look in any ways to be a building per se, but more of a ornate structure, a futuristic, magical sculpture, if you will. One that is shaped almost like a black, sparkling monolith. But through the center of the monolith are, on either side of this four-sided square-based pyramid, are cuts, as though it's been divided into four smaller sections. And through each cut is like a rivet, an inlay of a bizarre, like, silvery alien metal.
Is it cut like vertically four ways or like?
Yeah, so from the tip, it's cut like this, like crisscross across the middle and down to the base, leaving a gap in the middle. And then each one is kind of raised onto metal strut legs so that you can walk beneath the obelisk itself. And in the center, there are also hewn like spherical shapes, and spinning around in the spherical points of the monolith are concentric rings marked with, again, a very peculiar language that you do not recognize. Well, you might, but your characters aren't here yet. So through this light, you see channeled the star, or through the rings, you see channeled starlight, as though this structure was built to filter, funnel, and then siphon the energy of the universe into a singular point. A shaft of spectral, silvery starlight illuminates a glyphed circle at the base of the monolith.
It's fancy nightlight they got there.
Yes, it normally kept me up at night. So if we touch that, Father will know. Touch that, Father will know.
What will Father not know we touched?
He normally knew everything whenever I did anything. So it's a difficult feat. When I'm thinking back to how to get into this tower, do I normally like touch something?
Normally, what you do is you like step into the shaft of light in the middle of the circle, and then you hear a placid voice kind of shower down on you from above, and it asks for your access details. It asks for your name, and it asks for your key.
Okay.
Does it pick up the face of the user?
Probably. Yeah.
I might have an idea then. Got a clever little disguise kit on me. That way, I can dress up like your father.
He's like,
How much tall are we talking?
you met him, he's like a giant. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he shrunk a little bit in the past few days.
I mean, we could use my access codes, but we would have to... Oh. Yeah, we probably shouldn't use my access codes.
Yeah, why the hell not?
Well, then I would most likely have to attend class.
And what exactly is this class?
Well, it's...
Touchy subject, I get it. Okay.
Well, how do you think I became so amazing and awesome?
We need to find a way to get in here, so,
Well, let's walk around back, see if there's a back door or so.
fair enough. Lead the way.
It's symmetrical on all sides.
I like rub my head against one of the sides. There should be like an access panel or something around here.
You want to roll a investigation check to see if you can find something?
Not very good at investigating.
Can I help?
Sure.
Can I do it?
I mean, you can do it. You're pretty good at this.
I'm really good at this. So, here we go. Mind giving me a hand?
I don't have proficiency, so you're on your own, my friend.
Well, alright then. That is a 13. I think it's a +7, so...
Okay, a 20.
20. Double check.
Dirty 20.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a 20 on the roll with modifiers. So you do check the base of each like strut, these metal like braces that hold up the actual like sparkling stone obelisk pieces. And at the base of each one, you see like marked on the very corner is a peculiar symbol, one that looks like rings of different proportions, so they're all spherical in some way or circular, but somewhat ovular, and they're crisscrossing with each other in a very like uniform way, and they each have the exact same symbol. You could roll me an Arcana check to see if you know what those symbols represent.
I'm gonna do myself a favor and
I'll
cast.
give you an advantage.
Oh, even better. Thank you. Well, there's one. Oh, yeah.
What'd you get?
2 14s, and so that makes a total of 19.
19. So with that, you recognize this not for the language or any due experience with what you're seeing, but across your travels throughout the known space of realm space, you have seen these same glyphs in certain areas when you went on jobs. And you know that every time you saw one of these glyphs, the person you were marked, like the person you were hunting, knew you were coming. You believe they're divination glyphs. You believe if you disabled them, you would disable the access of whatever sees you from entering the Arcanirium.
This is it.
This is it. We gotta disable this.
What do you think? Like color over with crayon? I think Dork had some.
Yeah, well, it's too far back now. We ain't going all the way back there. So, I think It's time for Gideon to giddy up.
Down come the goggles.
Here we go.
How long did that take him? 20 minutes. 20 minutes for the goggles to come down.
I want to try to use my thieves' tools and try to disable them.
You can roll me, instead of Thieves' Tool check, you can roll me a Tinkerer's Tools check with Intelligence.
Okay.
This is to get more information on the structure and its concept.
That's a 9. My intelligence modifier is +5.
Plus your
proficiency.
expertise, right? With Tinkerer's Tools.
Did I put expertise in Tinkerer's Tools?
Maybe not, maybe Thieves' Tools?
I know I did in Thieves' Tools.
Yes. Do you have expertise in Tinkerer's Tools, or is it just regular proficiency?
It is...
We're using different sheets today, so
Yeah.
you have to bear with us.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Feel free to cut this section out, or I'm not stalling for time at all. Where do you think I can
Fucking
find
amateur.
What level are you? This is
4.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have right tool for the job yet, yeah. That's what I thought he might have it in Tinkerer's Tools.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I totally do.
Yeah, because it's like your whole thing.
Yeah, I tinker.
Okay. You are a
So yes,
right.
9 plus 5, so 14 plus proficiency, 16.
So 16. You don't believe that you have the appropriate tools to disable this glyph. You think that the magic has been infused into the struts at the base themselves. You think they were used to channel the energy, the like divination magic in, and no tool can like kind of pierce that out. But you believe it can be nullified by any sort of magical dispelment.
Does my ability work on objects?
You've never tried.
Well, do you remember how I, on occasion, do a little do with my fingers?
Do the Maya thing, yeah.
Not just that, but I have a knack for getting rid of, well, arcane power of any kind.
Well, that'd be damn well to have known earlier.
As well as divine.
Well, you think you can do it?
Maybe.
Worth a shot.
Well, we might as well get in before we do it, because I don't last very long.
Oh God.
On that note, let's give it a try. I'll give you some guidance.
I'm gonna start conducting at the rock using my once a day ability.
So you start to conduct and you point your fingers in the direction of each one of the struts. And as you do, you motion to draw towards yourself, and then you reach out again and draw from the next strut. And as you do this, his eyes are closed. He's not seeing what's happening, but you are. You witness trails of glimmering silver light come streaming out of those glyphs on each corner, and they're channeling into his fingertips. And you watch as his hands, which are normally stock royal blue, turn completely like grey silver, the same color as the starlight. And then once he opens his eyes, you see these struts, which were again silver, strange alien metal, have gone black like the stone, and his hands have returned to their original blue color.
Well, gods be damned. That
That worked surprisingly well.
yeah, that was magic. That was beautiful. That was melodic, what you were doing there.
It's not magic, my friend. It's anti-magic.
Well then, think we can enter now?
Do you want to try?
Yeah.
So you step into the shaft of silvery moonlight, starlight even, and you hear a voice. Codename.
Praecordium.
Key.
Daddy's favorite boy.
Access granted. Welcome, Daddy's favorite boy.
Why don't you take your hands down?
You're the favorite boy, huh?
The only boy.
So, as the access is granted, the rings in the shaft above you start to spin frantically until they all line up, seal together, and then a shot, like a blinding silver light comes surging down the shaft and blinds you for a moment. As you open your eyes, you find yourself stood in a completely empty, endless white expanse.
I was really hoping this would let us skip over this whole part.
Oh, well, what's gonna happen next, favorite boy?
System error.
Oh, this is new. Gamelon Sanctum.
Gamelon Sanctum. Denied.
Gamelon's house.
Gamelon's house. Denied.
Gamelon's classroom.
Gamelon's classroom. Access granted. And you watch as like
Finally.
objects in the like unlimited distance draw in. And suddenly you find yourself in a classroom, sat in the seats. Oaken seats by desks. Yeah, little.
They've got the metal bar so
Yeah.
you can crack your.
You are way too big for the seat. You're like stuck in the seat. And also stuck in the seats next to their desks are 3 other individuals. Black, would you like to describe who is stuck in the seat that your character is sitting in?
Yes, you see before you looks to be a elephant, but the strangest thing you see is that he has 2 trunks instead of just one. Gray, bluish skin color, and he is just wearing some tattered brown robes. As you appear, he looks up in surprise and wide-eyed, and then smiles at you, Praecordium.
So he's a humanoid elephant. He's not just a whole
Yes.
elephant. Yes. Just to clarify. It's like everyone's crushed inside this room because it's giant. No, but you are incredibly tall as well. You are.
Yes.
Yeah.
About
Very-
7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Different from a whole
Massive.
horse.
Yes. Okay. Who sat in your seat, John?
A youngish young human, red hair, green eyes, pale skin. He has his arms right there. Think, Maypray? Gotta get up to any good mischief?
Okay.
Not recently.
And
Nah,
last,
boring.
and lastly, another individual who doesn't fit in the chair. The chair broke as soon as the room closed in.
He's like a 7'6" Goliath. Ooh. Whole head is tattooed, bald, and he's wearing like military clothing, like officer's uniform.
Yeah, like what do you call them? Fatigues, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, you can cover your ears again. What are you all doing here? I'm looking for Gamelon.
We can take you there. You know, like old times. Oh, come on.
Good to see you again, Praecordium. School is in session.
I don't know any of these people. We need to kill them.
Ah, come on, man. Shot to the heart.
Who are you again?
Eddie.
Hey. How you doing, Eddie? Name's Gideon.
A little bit heartbroken right now, but I guess that's what happens when, you're off on amusing adventures, apparently.
What kind of adventures y'all going on?
No, I'm talking about a good old friend Prey right here. Yeah.
These your buddies from your old class, huh?
Well, he is.
Oh, I mean, buddy. Oh, I thought you just forgot
I
about me.
regret everything.
No.
And you two fellas, who the hell are y'all?
I was his military camp instructor,
What's your name?
Real stick.
Gogatron.
Watatron?
Gogatron.
Goger. Gotcha. Gogatron.
He likes it when you call him Gogi.
Goger.
No.
Be careful when you're talking to this one. He'll analyze every word you say.
What's your story?
I don't have a story. It's I'm gonna hear your story.
Can I hear your name at least?
Oh, I'm Dr. Dub.
Dr. Dub, you say?
Yes.
Good to know.
What's your story, sir?
My story is I'm trying to get down to the bottom of a mystery. My buddy Praecordium over here is here to help out.
Yes, again, this is Gamelon's classroom. There's his magical hourglass thing. There's his planetary system. Where is Gamelon?
Now, Praecordium, we got some stuff to go over. You kind of done. You left the school, but he got kicked out. It's more like it.
You got kicked out, you say?
I had other more important things to do.
Okay.
And I only got kicked out because of...
But you also got kicked out of military camp.
That was my bad.
We're not their favorite boy anymore?
Again, let's not cry.
Sounds like excuses.
Horribly reckless.
Not reckless enough.
Terrible.
I'm getting a lot of opinions over here, but I think these fellas can help us out with what we're doing.
Well, can you?
I suppose since we're friends, I mean, are we friends? Come on, right?
Now, I could help, but first we gotta go over some stuff.
Go over what stuff?
Your latest report card.
I haven't been
Never
to
had a chance.
school in months.
And you still have a record here.
All right, go over the rap.
Well, I think we might want to do this in private.
Anything that you need to say to me, you can say to Gideon. You might want to get Eddie out of here. You start drooling or something.
So I'm sure Eddie's already seen it.
I've seen everything.
That little troublemaker, him.
Why are you showing him my report?
I wasn't trying to show it, but you know,
He's just so big. It's easy to sneak around.
So unprofessional.
This is exactly why you got kicked out. Lack of respect. Lack of taking responsibility for things.
Now hold up a second there. Since he's joined my crew, he has been a damn well great companion.
A class. See, Gideon can give my report card for your scholarly needs. He's my instructor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what has he taught you?
He taught me the best way to fly a Spelljammer that I haven't seen in years.
That's right.
And in reverse, I taught him exactly what it's like to be a leader.
More like how to be cool as hell.
That works too.
Yeah.
Praecordium, a leader.
He's more of a follower.
I came up with the Dylan plan.
He has a point there. Operation Dylan was a rousing success.
All right.
You starting to come up with plans now?
Yes, they're awful good ones.
Oh man, just remember you always follow my plans, and you're such a good fall guy.
Well, now he's a follow-word guy. He's great on the ship.
I'm sure he is.
I'm done with your bickering, Eddie.
It's not bickering. It's going over fun memories, really.
But yeah, we're trying to make a new memory, so think that can help.
No.
I personally would love to help. You know, I think it would be mutually beneficial for all.
What's the plan, Eddie? What's your plan?
Okay, I'm gonna ditch this guy, right? And we'll just wing it.
Alright, I don't like this guy's plan.
Yeah, winging it isn't always the best idea. It's a last resort thing, more like.
Here's the thing with plans. Chaos is everywhere. Order is just very few and far between. It's actually a rarity in nature for things to actually have an order to it. You expect everything to go to plan. Go as planned is kind of
Eddie,
too much.
Are you feeling alright, Eddie?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Learning how to wing it is one of the most important skills you can ever learn in this.
Eddie would never say that.
What's wrong with him then?
I don't know.
What's wrong with you, boy?
What's wrong with Eddie? What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything to Eddie.
I'm a self-starter.
Maybe he just missed you.
I missed you.
Alright, Mr. Dubs, we've had our differences. Dr. Dubs, we've had our differences, but in the past you've always known what to do. What would you do in my situation? I need to find Gamelon to save my friend.
Well, you have to go to school.
I presume that we're here. I've made it.
And what do you do in school?
You learn, so can you teach us something?
I can. If you'll accept the lesson.
You have to want to learn. You have to.
I'm ready to learn something, so maybe we should go along with it.
Could always send you back to military camp.
I would
Let's
personally see
learn.
that.
Tell us something we don't know.
So, agreeing to Dr. Dubs's lesson in life, you follow the four-tusked, double-trunked, elephantized humanoid down the corridors of Zerta High School, or the Academy, as it was actually called. Spelled Xerter.
Searcher.
Zerta, or pronounced by other people as Exeter. So, you progress down the corridors of the Academy, past the lockers, which are not made of like banded steel or iron, but actually just wood with so combination locks, actual key locks, to a door with frosted glass that is marked with Dr. Dubs' name, his degree initials, and then his occupation, guidance counselor.
Dr. Dubs, where is everybody? Is school out, or?
There's no one in the hallways.
Yeah, so private counseling. School session for you. You needed some extra training, extra learning.
You need some extra guidance, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Where is
And you'll see why once you see this one's report card.
Alright, lay it on me. Let's go inside.
Okay.
Do you still have those big beanbag chairs?
Yes, but no, they're pretty old now.
Dibs on one of them.
Sure.
Careful, all of the little white beans fall off when you sit in on that.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's so great though, like honestly, it's a lot of fun.
Show me where the bag is. I'll fix it.
Well, that's not really what we're here for, but
That's what I'm here for.
We can multitask.
you need to focus, Praecordium.
Yeah, you focus. I'm fixing.
Yes, you can do what you want.
Yeah, I cast mending on the beanbag chair.
Okay, so you guys enter the office, and it is like a fairly dull, monotone. It's all browns and greys, and on one of the desks is your it's called like a mortarboard, right? Your the hat you wear when you graduate from university. Your diploma or certificate is set on the wall behind. You qualified from a university that you'd have to roll a history check to see if is accreditable, and set in front of his broad, his broad like teak wood. It's very nice, like classic study desk, from which behind is a absolutely huge, what we would say like is an Indian style poof, right? You know, like the low set chairs, but it's incredibly high so that Dr. Dubs can sit on it. And but beyond those, beyond the desk, are the beanbag chairs, which are incredibly old, moth-ridden, and falling apart. You see little white dried beans, actual beans, not like synthetic beans.
Yeah.
Real beans have poured out onto the floor a little bit through the holes.
I cast mending.
Yeah, you just sit there for a minute while Praecordium sits down. Dr. Dubs goes to his desk. the other two hang out in the back of the room or around the room, wherever they might be. And you, using what materials you have and the mending spell, you fix the beanbag and sit down.
You're welcome.
Yes, I apologize for how it looks. We lost a bit of funding after our great young people got pulled out of here. But it's okay, it's good, it's okay. Now, onto your report card. And you see Dr. Dub, he will, oh, that's strange. Thought it was right here. Just start, shuffling papers on the desk. Ah, found it. Okay. Now, Praecordium, what is this, a F in history?
I mean, is it because of attendance? Because, I haven't gone, but I ask me anything, I'll answer.
Okay.
I know a lot about history and,
In what year was the Rock of Brawl settled?
Am I able to
Roll a history check.
Can I help him at all? Or is this a one-on-one test?
You can attempt to, if you want to help him without Dr. Dubs realizing, you can roll a history check to see if you know.
I'm actually not proficient in history. Okay.
If you know, and then if you know, you can roll me a sleight of hand check to try and give him the numbers with your hands beneath the desk.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if
you can see if you know straight up. But no, you both roll.
So what's proficiency at the level that we're at? It's 2?
2, yeah.
That's proficiency.
Just level 5 you get. You get 3
Guidance on
proficiency.
myself. Oh, shit.
I got a 14.
I got 21.
Okay, so here we go. For yourself, Gideon, you know that such a day is heavily contested. So, via 2 main reasonings. The first reasoning is that it's said that before civilized folk, i.e. humans and humanoids, settled on the rock, it was inhabited many years before by potentially beholders and then further by mind flayers. So that would, you think this is potentially a trick question, but if it is in reference to the actual date of settlement, you know that humanoids first came to the rock between the 12th and 13th centuries, but the person who settled the rock and called it the Rock of Brawl, i.e. Captain Brawl, a space pirate, discovered the Rock of Brawl near the start of the 13th century. So, again, it's still kind of like a double-edged question. It's not known the exact year.
Okay.
You, on the other hand, are adamant that the Rock of Brawl was settled in the 13th century, but you have a date that you think it was, a precise year.
So 13th century was
It's 12 something. Yeah.
You thought you caught me off guard. It's 1269, everybody knows.
Roll a sleight of hand check to see if you can try and interrupt him while he's saying the wrong date. And then gesture to him with so roll me a sleight of hand check to see if you can stop him without Dr. Dub seeing. You can roll a perception check.
That's a 10.
So you roll a 10, he's rolling a perception check.
That is a 4.
Oh.
What's your modifier to perception?
Pretty sure it's, nothing.
Nothing. So you, as he goes, it's clearly 12, and then he begins to start saying, you're like, that's not century, so you elbow him, and he stops. And now you can roll me a performance check to see if you can communicate not to give an exact date using some sort of gesture.
My performance is +0. Isn't that one?
I was gonna say if you don't roll very high, he could roll an insight check to try and pick up on what you're trying to say. But that nudge in your ribs makes you think that it wasn't the 12th century, it was the 13th century.
Wait.
An exact.
No, this is the 12. That is the 1269 is the 13th.
Right, so the other way around.
Okay,
You believe
so
it's the 12th century, so it's 11 something now. Whichever.
I mean 1169.
You facepalm.
Is that your final answer? Out with it, Praecordium.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, Dr. Dub, I gotta admit, I think that's a bit of a trick question you got going on. No one knows the exact date the Rocket Brawl.
Yes, precisely. But you can't dilly-dally and straddle both sides and say what you mean to say. And
I can do whatever I want.
Hey, he was gonna say the 12th century.
That's right.
Yeah.
but that's not what he said.
That's what I remember.
But look, when you say something, you say it. Okay?
Don't listen to this guy. He just blows air.
I was gonna say, I just learned something what you just said right there. So I think our learning is going as according to plan.
Well, I don't care what you've learned. What have you learned, Praecordium?
That Gideon is very smart.
You didn't know that already?
Well, it reaffirmed.
Fair enough. I go back to the bean chair.
Slump back down into the bean chair.
Now, I also wanted to talk about you hanging out with Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do my best to no longer do that.
Oh, that really cuts deep in my heart. It really does.
It should.
That's very good of you. But why? Why would you hang out with him in the first place?
Well, because at first
You knew
I
he was a
thought
bad influence?
At first, I thought he was cool, and then I realized every time we get in trouble, it's all his fault.
His fault.
Yes.
So none of it was your fault.
No.
Because you just always had to go along with whatever Eddie wanted to do. Did Eddie make you do those things?
No.
So how is it his fault?
Gideon, help me out here.
I think we're getting a little lost.
No. This isn't Gideon. Gideon has nothing to do with this. This is all on you, Praecordium.
You're good, Praecordium, just think.
Yes, think.
I can think myself out of this one.
Yes.
Use that big brain.
Please tell me there's something inside that big old head of yours. And not just air.
What did you just say to me?
You heard me. I said, please tell me there's something inside that big old head of yours. And not just air.
What did you just say about my head?
I said it's a massive...
No, please let him finish.
Please
I said it's a
attention.
massive, empty thing. It's like space. Most of it's empty.
You gonna take that?
At least, that's what I believe to be the case. Should I cut it open and see?
Now hold on a second. We will not be cutting anyone's head open here.
No, I think we will.
What you mean?
Feeling like elephant for dinner tonight. What was it, axe beak? Is that the type of elephant?
No.
You're also failing biology.
This is a cat. It's a dog.
But what's wrong with Eddie over here? You seem to be pretty hard on him.
The world, you know? it's all kind of just going against me. I'm very more of a victim, really.
No, I'm not finished with this guy. Hold on. You can't say that about my head. It's beautiful. It looks like a big heart.
No.
People love it.
Especially from behind.
Oh my. It's accented by the ears.
Gogadron is standing in the corner and he just pulls a flask out. Takes a huge swig from the flask and just puts it away. And just kind of stares.
You've never seen a grey-skinned Goliath with such a red nose and red cheeks.
He's just very drunk.
Take back what you said about my head.
I will not. What are you gonna do? Stand there and yell at me? Oh, I'm Praecordium. Oh, wow, nah. I'm Daddy's favorite boy.
I am Daddy's favorite boy. Process of elimination, bitch.
Well, unfortunately, you're not Mother's favorite boy.
Oh.
You talking about your mama now?
That's why she's not here.
You know, school has become very interesting, you know, once he started getting more assertive.
For your information, I have never been informed of a mother. Now you can take your bad attitude and mean words and bring them somewhere else. They aren't welcome here. I'm better than you, Dr. Dubs.
No, this is my office. And you, this is why you got kicked out. Because
Then I'm better off outside of your office.
you're just no good Praecordium.
Come on, Eddie.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wow. You're changing your attitude towards me. It's kind of flip-flop. Like I said, I'm a victim of the world, really. Mm-hmm.
Let's blow this popsicle joint.
Oh, yeah. Let's get going. It's getting kind of boring here, a bit melodramatic.
Okay, Dr. Dubs. The switch flicks back on.
Praecordium. Good to... What? Why, you're back. What are you doing here?
You just yelled at me very meanly. And I'm leaving.
It was actually really
Yes, but
entertaining. Can you do some more?
What? Why would I yell at him?
It's fun.
You're one of my brightest pupils.
What the hell's going on here?
My best, in fact.
Again, like I said, there's something awfully strange happening.
Yeah, you might have had a point about your friends from camp.
You've done very well.
The office disappears, recedes back into the singularity. You fall on your ass because the beanbag chair's gone. You fall over because you were leaning against the wall whilst drunk. Roll a perception check, both of you.
Natural
Not
20. I don't think I have proficiency in perception, so it's just a natural.
Okay,
Is that me to roll or not me?
both.
Oh, okay, let's go. I'm proficient. 13.
Okay.
What do I see with my eagle eyes?
You already know. You do not.
What do I... What?
Check.
You hear a noise when Gogadron hits the ground. You, on the other hand, are too busy hitting the ground yourself.
Ow, my butt hurt.
You don't hear anything.
What are there, like, whoopee cushions lining the floor? I don't know what you're talking about.
You do.
No, I don't. Like, I don't remember.
Mm. Well, then we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so you're all stood in the white singularity.
What?
Ooh, back here again?
What? I'm so confused, Rob.
Come here. I'll
it,
whisper
I
it
got
to you.
it.
Oh, you know. You figured it out.
I know.
right?
I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Secret notes. IRL secret notes.
Looking this way.
You see? You see?
Okay.
Okay. So, again, you're all stood in the singularity. To you, Dr. Dubs, you're incredibly confused, but you feel happy, at peace. What
I feel very angry with Dr. Dubs.
So, Dr. Dubs, why do you go like real straight for his mother? You know, just really can't believe a student, a school official.
Yeah, you're
that?
lucky I didn't use my no feel good ray on you, honestly.
Whose mother?
Oh, pray. Oh man, the things you said, I just can't believe it.
Yeah, my profession, we call that a kill shot.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Oh, just
I would never say anything.
comparing her, his mother, to, you know, a vehicle that, you know, it's in public use.
That doesn't make any sense.
You didn't say it. Stop causing trouble.
And it's always mine.
Oh, no. Come on.
So, what's going on
Town
with you,
call.
Eddie? Why are you acting up as usual?
Because it's fun, really.
Troublemaker.
I mean, yeah. Remember what I said?
Used to be tight in elementary school.
Oh,
Oh, until you know.
gotcha.
I
You
mean,
got into like sports and stuff.
Mm.
And girls.
yeah.
It was a job.
Yuck.
It's the shortest jock you've ever known. Extra Eagles all the way.
Mm.
He was a great job.
We're the Blue Hawks.
How I wouldn't trust you. You're not that great at biology either, if you remember.
Why is everybody just digging into me today? Also, I didn't want to do sports because I didn't want my arm to get broken.
Of course. But he has a point. We're no closer to finding Gamelon. So,
That's him. That's
Okay,
who we're looking for.
actually,
yeah.
you know what? It just occurred to me. You know, and remember what I said about Arcane, all that really
Which is weird.
crystal philosophy? I got something. Well, actually, I know where, you know, something is that you might be interested in. Since your mother was brought up, you know, your mother, you know, various things were said about her, especially by, I can't believe Gogi would say some other things about her. Oh, man, it's really awful, dude. Actually,
I didn't say anything.
I don't
I'm
remember you were
literally,
drunk.
I literally don't believe a single word coming out of your mouth, so you're doing nothing here. It's not a pot. Yeah,
Do you want to?
Good.
Yes.
Well, I guess you don't know where your father's diaries are. You know, like,
How do you know
What?
where they are?
oh, well, it's a lot more fun to figure it out later.
And you are what we call in my profession, a little shit.
He is a little shit, but let's hear him out.
Language story. This is a school for children.
My
Yeah, hey, I'm an impressionable young child who never ages, but you know. Okay, you are so curious about your father, about your lineage, really. I mean, all the time going to school with all those PTA meetings, I've only ever seen your dad, not even a grandparent. Aren't you curious about that?
Grandfather.
Yes, the
Remember? That's a good callback.
So, I mean, come on. Old time's sakes.
Where are these diaries located?
Oh, I mean, I can show you. Come on, like old times. At the rooftop. Remember all those neat tricks we did?
Bad things happened upon that rooftop, Eddie.
It's very narrow-minded of you.
Okay.
I mean, you can.
Bring me to the door.
I mean, straight to those diaries again? I can.
Yes.
Okay.
Praecordium, are you sure you want to do this?
I don't listen to this guy. He just said so many bad things about your mother. I would not even bother listening to him.
Stop lying.
Well, I was lying. Well, I mean, let me help you honest. I've been listening to you a lot more when you're meeting.
What?
I think he's probably our best lead that we got, so perhaps we should follow him for now.
But he's not going to lead us together on.
How do you know that?
He's not going to bring us. I can learn more about. Maybe I do have a grandfather.
Hmm.
But I'll have to read Father's diary.
So we should follow him then.
That's normally not allowed.
I think all bets and all rules are off over here. So, you have a better solution?
No, let's go see.
Yeah, I mean,
It won't hurt looking a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
come on, like I said, best plans are the plans that are winged. And this is a new objective, really.
Lead on.
Just start walking.
Okay, I'll be your guiding light. Let's go.
Okay. What location do you want to take him to?
I want to go straight towards there.
Where are they kept? You have to say it out loud for the system to hear.
Yeah, computer.
I'm not a computer. I am a mysterious female voice.
Yeah, best done to death, and I'm not going to say the rest of that joke.
Shut up. I hate you, Eddie.
Oh, buddy, without me, your life would be boring, and you know that.
You didn't take me to prom.
It was the funniest prank I ever pulled.
That was you.
Darkest private toiletries, and snap, come on.
Daargaz's private poetries.
Toiletries,
Toiletries.
come on.
Access key.
That boy ain't right.
Ah, correct.
I could still hear you.
I can't believe you're such a troublemaker, Prey.
Why was it correct?
A very ornate white door with a golden brass doorknob, not like gold brass doorknob is inserted on one side. That's it. Kind of imagine like Monsters Inc. when like a door comes in, but like in the Matrix singularity.
This is his bathroom.
Yeah, it is. You should see that underwear he wears. It's so fucking huge.
Roll an insight check.
2.
Whatever.
I don't know if we should go into his bath. You're sure that it's not somewhere else?
The bathroom is a ruse. Check beside the toilet.
Why would he keep his diary in the bathroom? What if it got wet?
And why do you know it's in the bathroom?
I'm an explorer too. I always dreamed of, going out there in the big open space, having battles.
In the bathroom? What kind of battle she's fighting in the bathroom?
No. This is space adventure.
Oh my god. What if he's inside?
Hello!
Praecordium,
You can roll a perception check.
snooping around in his bathroom?
It's a 15.
Okay. You hear beyond the bathroom door a clicking and then what sounds like a million shards of something almost like bouncing off a porcelain.
What?
Like ting 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 ting. Something solid is hitting the porcelain and making a almost hollow rattling noise.
Wait, porcelain.
Porcelain, like a toilet.
Oh, I was thinking the teapot.
No, not that kind of. It could be a teapot.
No teapot.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I need to go and check to see if it's a teapot. Really.
No, okay.
I'm gonna go up and try to creep the door open.
Okay, you're gonna try and open the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone have anything to say as they see Praecordium go to open the bathroom door?
Accordion? No.
Now, Praecordium, once you go in there, there's gonna be a little
No, don't
magazine.
go in there.
Shh, it's rude to interrupt.
It's rude to spy on other people's stuff in their bathroom.
Not if they don't know. Okay, all right.
We have had like way too much like beef between us for you to be giving me advice.
What beef? What do you mean?
You said some awful things to me about my head being full of air.
I did not.
I think he called you a butthead too.
How would I do that? I would do no such thing.
Can I insight check in?
Yeah.
6.
A 6, okay.
That doesn't make sense at all.
Gideon,
Hmm.
you've been a good captain to me, and I need some advice. What if this porcelain toilet, I'm done.
Mhm.
Never mind, that's not important. Do you think I should read these books, or?
Well, if we think it's your father's secret diary, perhaps not. However, we gotta get this information. Do you think he'd willingly tell us?
Yes, but that information wouldn't be in his diary. It's just... We just need to find Gammon, not my father's knowledge.
Are you sure? I mean, think about it. Were you always just curious where you come from? I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity just to know and take a little quick peek. What's the secret between, father, son, But if you do go in there, just make sure it's a little magazine. There's a little bin full of magazines. It's going to be a little button underneath. Go past the bit of the mags with the women with voluptuous bodies.
Now, remember, Praecordium, this is the same one who caused you to get kicked out before.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, I feel clear to conscience, I could be the one to read it. I know some...
No, it's not yours or my decision. It's my father's decision to tell me about my past. And if I'm not supposed to know as much as I despise his non-forthcoming with information, then I'm not supposed to know. What if it has something to do with me being the harbinger of doom?
Oh yeah, don't say that too loud in front of them. But that's a good choice you made there. Looks like you're learning in school.
It looks like you're learning nothing.
Shut up, Eddie!
Oh, come
Here, shut up, Eddie.
Oh, what? I thought we were cool. I admire those goggles of yours. Looking very sharp.
At least you have good taste.
Yeah, I mean, I have excellent taste. Are you sure? I mean, what if your father never really tells you anything? What if he never trusts you? If you be a good teacher all along, he'll just walk all over you for the rest of your life. Do you really want that?
Like I said, in my profession, we call you a little shit.
Yes.
I'm a multifaceted individual, and I think it's you're just prejudging me.
There's no way of gaining trust without proving that you're trustworthy. I will not enter my father's bathroom.
Light switch.
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good.
You just see that?
What's wrong with y'all? Both of y'all did a complete 180.
What?
Hmm?
I am Dr. Doug, the guidance counselor for the academy.
I'm a bit of a scamp. My name's Eddie. Have we met?
Name's Gideon. Pleasure to meet you.
Do you like wreaking chaos and disorder?
Oh, just by small scale. A little banana here, a little glue on the bench.
That's more on the pot.
I mean, have you ever put super glue on a bench and have someone sit on it? It's hilarious.
Okay, that's a little bit more than that.
That's the person who has to clean it up. Dear Mr. Mellon, the janitor, how
Don't mind me.
Mr. Mellon, I haven't seen you in years.
What are you looking at, big head?
So,
Mr. Allen disappears into the singularity once again. got rid of like this one boot print that Gideon left.
Sweep it down.
Yeah. mhm. Okay. So while you're all confused about the transgressions of both Dr. Dubs and Eddie, a booming noise echoes through the singularity. It sounds like the morning herald, the call to arms, a summoning via trumpet.
Hey! Revelry!
Why are you so out of breath?
Oh, this is
Going back to camp.
And from the ether closes in a fortress that now bears down on the back of you, and you're stood in the gallery of a shooting range, whilst other students who you recognize from your time at the camp are firing down the range using their black powder flintlock weaponry.
The young gifts, as they're assigned.
No, not GIF
Their
actually.
monocles.
No, this is no. They get those from birth. They're all gnomes, and this, as you know, is a military academy based in the nation of Lantan.
I know what all of those words mean. Why are we back here again?
No, don't.
Suddenly, Praecordium is holding a gun. He turns towards everybody.
Remind me to teach about firearm safety, and I will.
Welcome back to Fort Bush. You can teach them safety now. I'm just gonna take a nap. And
Why aren't you yelling anymore?
pull the flask back out. Why bother? Nobody follows the rules.
What you mean? No one follows the rules.
Wait, there are rules here?
Look at these assholes. And he like gestures to the row of the gnomes, and they're all just like looking down the barrels of their guns.
As he, like,
Why is-
fan back, Praecordium's also like...
Why is my bullet not coming out? And he's smacking the bottom of the rifle like a ketchup. Like,
Here, let me help you. Just grab it by the trigger.
oh, is that right? And it like fires off, and it just misses the gnome. It like takes off a tuft of his hair.
Yeah.
Exactly. I wonder what that was.
Did you try it again?
Which end?
Excuse me, Mr. GoPro. It seems as though GoPro need some more.
This stream is not brought to you by GoPro. Not a Hasbro product.
It seems as though perhaps they need a little boot to their butt so they can get some discipline and learn how to shoot properly.
Yeah, well, they all saw how Praecordium did it and started following in his footsteps, so I give up. I'm gonna drink my ass off and take a nap, and you can figure it the fuck out.
I just shot the musket ball up into the air so it wouldn't hit anybody. Boom!
And you pointed your gun at everyone else.
I already did that.
Look, Daddy, I can point my gun at all my friends.
Well, you have to assert dominance.
You wonder why he got kicked out of my camp.
You hear bang, and you look down the next kiosk on the gallery, and one of the gnomes is looking at his gun like, why can't I hit the bloody target? I've got it lined up. And you see he's got the gun held the wrong way round and under his like shoulder, so it's firing backwards as he pulls the trigger forwards.
Now, remember, Praecordium, you're here to learn.
Yeah. Can I have more of the explodey stuff?
Mr. Gogadron, is this right?
Yeah.
All
Over
right.
to the left.
Okay, he's gonna reload it, fire the top.
Point it towards me, I'll take a look.
Okay, and he'll point the gun directly at you, but again, the butt of the
No,
rifle is
other way
facing-
around.
Oh, okay, and he flips it over, and now it's upside down.
So like, I think that's right.
But now you can't see what's wrong.
I can't see what's wrong.
And you also won't die.
What do you mean?
Look here. Let me teach y'all a thing or two. First off, I take out Chaos, point it right at the bullseye, say, always aim at your target. And I take a shot.
Okay, roll a d20 and see if you hit the target.
I also cast Fairy Fire on it.
It's not a creature.
Not a creature. Yeah.
That's a 13 plus...
You got a big bonus to this.
Yeah. That's my attack modifier. It's a plus 7, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20 flies across the range, nails the bright yellow bullseye on the target.
Wait, you're telling me we can actually hit the targets?
Little bit of practice.
Oh, I want to
See what happens when you point your gun at your friends, and Gogadron will draw his flintlock pistol and just shoot the one Modron.
the one gnome who then
One gnome
flies back.
right
And he, like slow motion begins to fall to the ground. As he does, his veil diminishes, and you see now like twitching is a mechanical creature. One, its arms and legs are made from gears and spigots and brass struts. The center of its body is spherical, and at its center is an eye which has now been pierced and is like crazily kind of like twitching around.
They ain't real. Didn't know that.
Firearm safety is important.
Well, but now you know my friends aren't real.
Okay, that actually did cut deep. I'm right here.
We're all real.
Programmed to think that they're real.
The students, the teachers.
What it's looking like is, I think each simulation that we go through, you gotta learn something new. What we gotta do is teach.
What am I supposed to learn here?
You are supposed to learn that you're supposed to...
Who's Gideon? And one of them turns around.
This guy!
One of them turns around with a blunderbuss and points it directly at you. What do you want to do?
Like is his finger going to
It's
the trigger?
on the trigger.
Do I see it? Like, am I like about to turn to see it, or?
You're turned towards him, looking at him, not paying attention to this gnome who's turned a massive, like, you know, like blown out conical nosed blunderbuss, like one of the most dangerous firearms at this range, directly at your chest.
Point the gun at him.
Drop the fucking gun!
Why?
I said drop it!
But why?
Because I said so.
Roll an intimidation check.
I think his bonus is a +4, so it's an 18.
Okay, so he just drops the gun,
Oh no.
which then fires. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Come through, come through. 10.
Okay, so luckily you spared Gideon taking a whole like volley of grape shot to his chest, and instead it rattles past, and some of the like ball bearings that are loaded into the blunderbuss do catch your leg and rip into you. I didn't think I'd roll a die, but here we go. I'm gonna roll a d10, which is not, which is this one. And I roll a 9. You take 9 piercing damage as your calf is like ripped open and bleeding.
Son of a... we're learning some gun safety today. We are going to learn about patience in battle and taking the shot at the right moment. Everyone here, point at that target. And if I see a gun pointed anywhere else, you're gonna be sorry.
Okay, so they
Can I
all.
reload?
So they all.
Yeah.
You give them a command,
He did.
and they turn over their shoulder to look at you, and then they all turn to Gogadron and point their guns directly at him.
Yeah.
What?
The target!
He's not the target. It's over there.
Are we supposed to listen to this guy?
I don't care. Yes, go.
Okay, then they all turn back and point their guns at you.
What did I just say? At the target.
So stop turning your guns to whatever you're looking at. Oh my god! Drop the gun. Boom!
Roll a dexterity save.
14.
Okay, that time you manage to, like, you see Praecordium, you're like, don't you do it. He does it, and you immediately, like, leap off your feet, and the bullet goes sailing past you, whizzes up the bank, and hits a, like, walking by gnome. He's like, I've got my lunchbox, and he goes tumbling down the hill, and reverts to his Modron form. You kill him.
That was a damn good shot, but wrong.
Good thing
Wrong.
it wasn't real.
No, look.
Wow.
Not a good shot. What is the matter with you people?
The point of the exercise is to shoot that target, nothing else. And if I get one more shot at me, we're gonna have some more problems and some
You
more.
just shot an innocent gnome.
He wasn't a gnome. You can see this robot.
An innocent gnome.
That's kind of presumptuous to assume it's innocent.
They don't really understand that whole thing.
It's fine, but on the count of 3, we're all gonna shoot at that target right there.
Should I pick my gun back up?
Yes, you should, Praecordium.
All right.
I even get out my second gun. I get Ruin out as well. And I say 1, 2, 3.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you pull out your gun.
Yeah.
Okay, which so what happens is when you pull out your weapon, he takes a shot, and as he takes a shot, it like perfectly hits the center, but instead of just seeing a small bullet hole in the bullseye, the entire center of the bullseye is removed, and then through the hole where the bullseye used to be, you see like a spear jam down into the bullseye's center.
Oh, what?
He fired a
I
pistol.
fired my gun, but there's a javelin sticking out of the piece of the target that's behind it.
It was like the impact was so like powerful. To you, it looked like the bullet just like took out the entire center of this like short target. But when you look through the hole and behind where the center has been removed, there is a javelin or spear just like sticking directly out the top of it.
Ah, I see.
Forgot your title. I know your name is Gogoron, but I never really paid attention to whatever you wanted me to call you. I kind of just gave up.
Sergeant Gogoron
Sergeant.
falls asleep.
Wait, no, come back. Actually.
What?
Sergeant
What?
Gogoron, you seem pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that was awesome.
You don't learn anything. None of these. No.
Yeah. Sergeant, can I try again?
I don't care.
No, I want to try to learn again.
So learn, shoot gun.
No, I want you to teach me.
Pick up your gun.
Can I go over and pick it up?
You pick it up again.
Which way do I hold it?
Aim up. Put butt on ground. Pour powder.
I'm just like mimicking exactly what to do.
Put wad. Push rod wad. Take pellet. In. Push rod. Return push rod. Pick up. Pull back hammer. Aim gun up when you're not ready to shoot. Approach. Stand. Shoulder gun. Aim at target. Pull trigger.
Can I pull the trigger?
Yeah, roll with advantage because you just got help from your military commander.
I don't have proficiency, so is it like plus my dexterity?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a 14.
14. For the first time in any of these drills, when you were here at military camp, you hit the target. You don't hit the bullseye.
Just at the edge.
You hit, yeah, the white around the edge.
Wow. You didn't have to kill a gnome for that either.
Light switch.
I was finally safe.
And as he says at the bolt, I shut up.
So
You sober up.
Switch. Completely, like, red face disappears, stands up straight, clothes are straighter. It's about time! Again!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And he's gonna do all the moves. Like,
Mm-hmm.
go back.
Boom.
Roll again. With advantage.
18.
18. That time you hit the red around the bullseye, as close as you can get without hitting it.
Holy shit. I never thought I'd see the day where little Praecordium could hit a target
Wow.
I did it twice.
and not flag the others with his gun.
So we're supposed to point it that way
That way.
and not at other people?
I know, right? We could just point it up in the air when we're not pointing.
Is
at
it
something.
really that simple?
It is.
Absolutely, it's that simple. I've been telling you for years.
They all like line up as though like going for like a simultaneous volley. And they all look back at you whilst keeping their guns like firmly at the target.
Fire!
Like 20 guns go off and at like variable accuracy. Some of them hit the target, some of them still miss, some of them hit the bullseye, but it's like a beautiful thing. You've waited for this moment.
This
for
never happened since I
ever.
started teaching here.
Yeah, exactly. Never. Tear. One tear.
Single proud tear.
I did it.
And as you say, I did it, the gun is like taken from your hand, shoots up into the air, and the singularity returns, and everything is pulled out from under your feet and away from you.
Why were we here again?
We're here to
I've just learned so much.
we're here to find Gamelon, but I'm glad to hear that you finally learned something from your old school.
Training complete.
The hell?
Superior access granted.
Bring me and my friend to Gamelon's Station.
Access code.
Daddy's favorite boy.
And with that, you find yourself in a wizard's arcane tinker's shop. There are all manner of curios and inventions lined upon incredibly evenly and well kept shelves. A marvel for the eyes, a wondrous emporium filled to the brim with exotic and unique magical items. And on that, while you're excited, we'll take our break.
Oh, shoot, I was going to say a joke.
Go, do it.
Well, now that now all the guns are away, I feel really safe in saying this, but I guess everything went according to plan.
All right, so where's the gun? The gun drops back into your hands.
Cut break.
Ogretron turns around.
Shut the hell up, Eddie.
We are back from our break. Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah, I really like their name, how it.
Yeah.
And what they said in chat about amazing.
And when they said
Hilarious.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't believe they said that about Praecordium's mother, though.
Yeah, the chat started to flame more. It's just
yeah. She got a big old.
hyper political.
Yeah, I mean, we are sorry. We apologize. We do have a Texan on the stream.
Need more chutney? You'll get it. You'll get it soon. Yeah, it's not.
No, we got Chutney at home.
Yeah.
The Chutney at home. Dr. Dubs is the new Chutney replacement.
Yeah.
No, hippos, elephants.
They're the same
Same
thing.
thing. Great.
Everyone watching this is future you.
They both got long ass
Yeah.
trunks, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna edit both of you out of the video.
He's learning all this
setup
Yeah.
is just not included.
No,
It's
not.
gonna make for some awkward
Yeah,
recording moments.
it's like so much dead air. I'm just gonna insert myself in there. I'm gonna like green screen myself in and be like, "Hi, I'm Praecordium. I'm Gideon.
There you go.
Gideon, you know." There you go.
You
It's
have the
done.
gloves and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna like get some like knockoff like terrible glasses. Like one of the things is like lenses is missing. I'm only gonna have one glove, and it's gonna be like a big like it's gonna be a boxing glove.
It's gonna be the Michael Jackson sequin glove.
Yeah, exactly. Like a white sequin glove. Yeah. This stream is not brought to you by the Michael Jackson estate. No. Not owned by Hasbro.
No.
Okay. So you find yourselves in Gamelon's Emporium.
Is there a Gamelon around?
Roll a perception check.
Are you under the desk again, Gamelon? Got a 9.
Okay, you roll a 9. You don't see anyone in the shop.
He is not under the desk. He might. Wait, he's not supposed to be out. He's not real.
Either way, I'm about to be playing through all these books, and I want to look at all the new inventions and everything I can find.
Okay. Roll me a percentile die.
Whoa.
I know, we're getting
This
fancy.
is crazy.
And you never get to roll those.
Never.
No.
It is a 63.
63. Really should have made a spreadsheet for this.
You brought this on yourself.
I know. God, I hate playing in person. I want to go back to not ever being around you guys again.
Works for me.
Okay,
I mean, you could just make one right now.
cut. Okay, we're back.
You didn't.
I did it. I made. Shut up. Movie magic, James.
Movie magic.
Don't ruin the bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see one thing that immediately strikes your eye is it's a brass orb, but kind of with circular gaps interspersed all over its surface, and in each gap is like a crystalline lens.
I want to inspect the shit out of it.
Okay, well, roll an investigation check.
All right. Can I guidance myself?
Yeah, go for it.
Perfect.
Take the time to guidance yourself.
Investigation comes through. Ooh. Okay, so that's so far really good. 27.
Okay, that's a huge check. So with huge, with your check, you don't want to touch. You never touch things before you know they're safe, right? So you give it like a cursory examination. You take a little hand like pocket mirror, check around the back of it while it's on the shelf, so you don't have to touch it. And from all of your checks from every part of the globe, it's kind of set in a almost like a like snow globes have the little wooden
The base.
mantle that they are set onto. It doesn't look like there's any outward signs of arcane warding or traps. And you do identify just via, like, you pull your goggles down, obviously, they magnify your focus a little bit onto the minutiae of this device. It looks like there is a slight discrepancy in space, a groove that is indented by only millimeters between the metal outer shell and the crystal lenses. You think that they're not lenses, but in fact buttons that can be pressed.
I want to touch one.
Okay, choose a color.
Oh, just any color?
Any color you want.
Let's go with Teal.
Teal. I need like more primary base colors. So what would you say teal is? What group? What group? No, it is teal, but what group of color would you say teal is?
Closer to right between blue and green. Let's go blue.
Okay, blue. So you press the teal lens, and as you do, a almost like spectral image is projected from the orb inside, and it shows you yourself standing over the body of a fallen gnome, tears streaming down your eyes, holding, like rushing towards him and lifting up his head, clutching him and bringing him in close.
Who's that?
Don't worry about it right now. Do I recognize the gnome? Is it the gnome that we just saw like 5 seconds ago?
The gnome. There is a piano in the background.
Oh no! Oh shoot! I immediately press another button.
Okay, which color?
I'm going with red this time.
Okay, red. Another spectral image is displayed as you press the button. The red one's like kind of on the back of the device, and when you press it, you watch the orb spin around in its mantle. You press the red button, and projected in the scene, Gideon, a tabaxi faces away from you, and you sneak up behind him before garroting him around the neck, choking him down to the floor with a single piano wire that you had wrapped around both hands.
This is all too familiar now.
Holy shit!
I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch it anymore. I say, oh no. We need to watch this.
I knew it.
What happened to that cat man?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Was that laser?
It's a long story. Some things I did in my past.
Oh, thank goodness.
Was it laser? No, it wasn't a black.
I hope it was.
It wasn't a black.
It wasn't laser, it was blazer.
So far as I remember, I'm pretty sure it wasn't a black cat.
No.
Whatever. In your past, did you kill someone? I mean, I guess we have killed people.
You do know I'm a mercenary, right?
Yes, but why did you kill that guy?
All I'll say is that one kill right there changed my life.
For the better?
It's what brought me here today. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't know each other.
For the better, right?
They don't know me.
You must always remember where you came from.
What is Eddie doing while this is ongoing? He is in he's a kid in a toy store, right? There's all kinds of naughty things that he could be getting up to.
I want to let you have fun too.
Okay.
I like to roll percentile dice, and you tell me what I find.
Okay, please do roll me your percentile die.
On the table that you made.
Yeah.
46.
46. Okay. Eddie, you start to like scan the many shelves of Gamelon's store. You see things that look like beautiful sculptures of elven women like dancing in the moonlight. There are also statuettes or more like mechanical, like clockwork dragon pieces that when you like touch a button on them, they just kind of move a little bit. They don't really do much else other than that. But then you find a what looks like a circular, just like a almost like lacquered black circular ring that floats above another like wooden mantle.
I'm just gonna look around and no one's.
Continue.
If no one's looking, mine.
Okay.
Mine. I'll grab it.
Okay. So you grab it, and when you grab it off of the mantle, you see a ring of blades shoots out of the the edge of this grooved wooden handle. So the middle is completely wooden, but now there's like a serrated edge all around the side.
Did I just use my hands?
No.
Okay, so it's just I just had it.
You have it. You're holding it by like the inside, and the ring is around your hand.
Oh, okay, so it's sort of like that. I'm keeping this.
Okay, so you're gonna hold on to it. Do you want to hide it, or do you want to just like?
I'm hiding it.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand check to see how well you hide this.
17.
Okay, so you roll a 17. Yeah, that's that for now, I guess.
What is this thing? I press the green button.
You press the green button.
Yes.
Okay. So you press the green button. When you press the green button, you see a scene like project itself out, and you're sat on the Arrow of Justice, Captain Icarus's
What's this?
flagship, and you're talking to Captain Icarus at the very edge of the ship, and he like just cracks up in laughter and starts like slapping his knees, and you're laughing too.
You must have said a funny joke. Look at that.
That's it, and then it stops.
Mine was happy.
You got one of the good ones. Let me try this one last time. Purple.
Okay, so you press the purple one. Purple for Gideon.
A purple haze.
So purple, again, not a primary color. So
I can change it.
no, it's good. Gideon, you see yourself sat in a like musty old bar, one that you recognize, and I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about in a second. Bent over the bar with a crystal glass, rocks, whiskey in the glass, and you're disheveled. Your hair is flopped over to one side, and you're kind of like leant over the bar. And now you notice something that you wouldn't have noticed when this happened, is that sat at the end of the bar, like looking over at you, is Captain Icarus, like looking at you the whole time. And you are clutching at the whiskey, and you see like tears start to like kind of come down your face, and then you reach across the bar and you pour a potted white plant towards you, and then the whole thing ends.
That was another sad one. Also, man, what a mess.
Yeah, it was a dark time in my life. Praecordium, I should probably tell you something. So, since we've been going around your past, I think it's only fair that I tell you a little something about mine. That kill, that tabaxi, was my first kill ever. If you can believe it, I used to be a musician. That piano wire from the music store that I used to work at. Yeah.
Wait, is it bad that I don't know. Have I killed anyone? I've killed, like, spiders.
Accordion, what? You mean kill? What? You're not supposed to kill.
I've been on an adventure.
Yeah, don't you remember I was having a whole tip about that? Oh yeah. You're like really reckless with that gun.
But yeah, I mean, but they weren't really a person.
Now, okay, you may not want to say that right here. By the way,
You've been great teachers, but you aren't real.
Oh wow.
Alright,
Hey Gideon, I need something to ease the pain of being told I'm not real by my best friend. Can I borrow a screwdriver?
I procure a screwdriver.
Oh man, thank you. It's gonna be great. Thank you. I'll bring this back. I swear. Scout's honor.
You bet.
You can continue on what you're doing.
Mr. Gideon, I think you're having a bad influence on my dear Praecordium here.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but he is a part of my crew, and I feel as though I should tell him and be honest with what I did with my past.
But you're corrupting him.
I like to think of it as I'm opening his eyes to a whole new world outside of his bubble.
I mean, that's what I like to think I'm doing all the time.
That doesn't change the fact that you are corrupting him.
Potato, potato, as they say.
Yeah, tomato.
Killing is sometimes necessary.
Yeah, like the spiders, they were like crawling all over me. It was awful. And there was that tentacle rock thing, it attacked us. I had to kill it.
It's true.
Or people trying to kill you.
Yes, and innocent Modrans.
And sometimes in this world, it's kill or be killed.
Yes,
On accident.
it's okay to defend yourself, but yes, you just killed that Moldron. Look,
You're glitching. He's glitching. He's glitching.
You just killed that gnome, and it.
Hold up now, I didn't kill that gnome.
No, that was me. You don't remember?
He's talking about the other gnome in my vision.
No, you stopped.
You killed him.
They think they see everything
Yes, you both
as
killed
an
him.
illusion.
Oh, yeah. See, he was referring to the gnome in his vision as well.
Well, they
I didn't kill him with the.
they don't know that they're Modrans and stuff. They just kind of reboot their minds every time you bring it up. I've tried a few times.
Well, I'm pretty sure he was thinking about the gnome I had in my vision, which I will have you know, I did not kill him. I killed the back because I was trying to kill both of us.
You look like you've killed a lot of people.
And what's it to you?
Murder is bad.
Well,
So
that's
is
very
smoking the drugs, kids.
That's what
Ba-da-da-da.
just a special.
Yeah, the more you know. Thank you, John. An important message.
No, the drugs.
It's not brought to you by the San Antonio Anti-Drug Board.
Yeah. Yeehaw. It's like
Not a Hasbro product.
In any case,
It's actually pronounced San Antonio.
I'm sorry
sorry.
that you had to kill that guy, even though he was trying to kill you.
Well, it all shaped out, and here we are now.
And where's Gavin?
That is a great question.
By the way, while they're all having this very heartfelt conversation,
Here we go.
it's a workshop, so I'm assuming there's some chairs, right?
There are chairs. Yeah, there are chairs by the actual like teller's desk.
Okay.
There's like a
Well,
couple of tool benches and stuff.
I
behind that
found
as well.
a cool, neat little tool. Does it have a serrated blade on it?
Yes.
Not all the way, but just enough if you were to apply any sort of weight to it.
Oh, so you're trying to cut through a little bit of a screwdriver.
No. I'm using the serrated blade for my new handy dandy tool. And anything else I can find that's not really like things with screws in it, I'm just gonna unscrew it a little.
Okay, roll me. Jesus. Roll me a.
Since it's my tool, does he get like maybe some kind of proficiency?
No. He knows what his proficiencies are.
Trickery and deception.
Roll me a. God, what is this? Roll me. So you're trying to conceal these.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Come on, token. 7.
Okay. So while you're unscrewing things and you guys are having talks in the background, I'd like you to roll perception checks. Yeah, all of you can roll.
6.
You're like, the sound of a saw going through.
Exactly. They're gonna hear like. No, like the sound of the screw being like.
Oh no! I was like, I want to saw things first, then unscrew.
Okay, so you're going for the sawing first.
10 for me.
10 for you. 16. Anyone who rolled above an 8.
2.
A 7.
A 7, sorry. An 8.
Definitely just a 2.
Alright.
Okay, you're the only person who I don't think sees
Got
it.
a 4.
A 4 from Dr. Dubs. Okay,
I
so
think I can look at so many things.
So the shot that I supposed to.
You hear-
And one of them.
as Eddie is soaring through, like, you know, on a teller's desk, there's the liftable section. He's trying to kind of like soar through it enough where it stays together, but if someone leans on it, they'll fall through it.
He's going to rig that counter. So one of those two dunderheads who don't see what he's doing is going to lean on it. And it's all going to follow. It's going to be good fun. This is what Eddie's good for.
Okay, and there's... Are you guys letting me do this?
Of course.
Can I have my screwdriver back then?
Yeah, he pops his head up, turns around.
Oh, I gave it back to you. Don't you remember?
No.
I'm pretty sure I did.
You didn't, Eddie. Give him his
Oh my god, what is that? Yeah, I'm just gonna like start finding the most expensive thing and start trying to unscrew it.
Okay, roll a deception check. Gideon, you have an advantage on your insight check to not believe.
And I have a
He
minus
says,
3.
oh my god, look, what's that?
Thank you.
I have a minus 3, so that's a 5.
A 5. Yeah, because you're not good at lying.
That's a 5.
Unfortunately for Eddie, if it meets, it beats. So you do not even hesitate. You continue to look at him. And
Well, if you're just gonna look at me,
3 and
look.
I know, amazing.
Okay, I'm, you know, you guys are having a heart-to-heart, and quite frankly, just being like very self-centered is not going to help Praecordium learn anymore.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Give it up, Eddie.
You have your stupid sticky screwdriver. You couldn't really do anything. It's a Phillips.
Whoa. This room is not brought to you by Philips, not a Hasbro product.
I need a Hasbro official flathead screwdriver.
Unless they're all like owned by like Unilever or something, but like I don't know anything about that.
Alright,
Much of-
traits for Eddie. Alright.
Phillips is kind of just like that.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
What
definitely a brand name.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't feel any for appreciation.
it's like how
It's a
they
work.
call it
No,
clean.
it's a.
Yeah, or
It's-
Tylenol.
It's a workshop. It's a workshop. Can I find a screwdriver?
Yeah, roll an investigation check, see if you can find a screwdriver.
Yeah, that's a 14, so 11.
Yeah, you go straight to the workbench, pull open the drawer under the workbench, and there's 100 different size screwdrivers.
Ooh, and I have a flathead. A flathead. Oh wow, a flathead. That's so much more better than the Hasbro-owned Phillips screwdriver.
Whoa.
The
We
Star-
don't know if Hasbro owns Philips. If they do, then
the Starhead screwdriver. That's the Starhead screwdriver.
yes. Good.
Plus driver.
Plus driver.
They call it in Japan.
Yeah. What was that? Another brand?
No, it's just because it looks like a plus.
Okay, I was about to say if that's a brand, Dominus High,
Flatheads are minus drivers.
please forgive
That
us.
actually makes a lot of sense. So
Dominus High.
I'm just gonna take the flathead and find the most expensive looking thing.
Roll a perception check.
Awesome, I'm really great. I have amazing
He's trying to get the
stats.
most out of the time he has left.
Oh! Natural 20! Look at that! Woo!
It's okay, none of this is real. So. It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
Eddie, you are going through the screwdriver drawer and you pick up a copy. Like, yeah, this one's going to be great. This is a great flathead, plaster head, or a star screwdriver, whatever. And you lift your head up and you're like just about to go and like scan the room to find something to mess with. But instead of looking out the room, you look directly up, and in front of the tool bench is like a window, right? But the window is mostly plastered over. It's like covered in white paint, clearly in an attempt to conceal what's in the room beyond. But there's like a little chip in the paint, and you put your one eye, or two eyes, up to it as far as you can, and through the little chip, you see a like what looks like more or less like a garage. And in the garage is a horse, like sculpture, or like a mannequin, more accurately, that's lacquered and looks incredibly lifelike. It's like set in full motion. You see the hooves are glowing with an arcane blue light, and it's floating off of the ground.
Oh,
just by like a few inches.
that's amazing.
Has a saddle on it. Everything.
Oh, a real piece of work.
You see there's a door as well next to Teller's nest, next to the workbench that you're currently messing around at.
Okay, so is there? I need to think about this. I'm actually almost gonna slide into that room.
Okay, you're gonna try and sneak away into the back room while.
Just let him go. If he breaks something, maybe get him off.
Dr. Dubs, do you want to try and prevent Eddie from misbehaving whilst on a school trip, or are you gonna?
Eddie's too far gone.
Everyone has just given up on Eddie.
I said no.
Is that another natural 20?
It is.
Please look. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you're turning to each other, Eddie's going through the screwdriver drawer. You turn back to look where Eddie was, and he's gone.
Yeah. It's just like.
You go into the back room.
Okay.
Approach.
Come and see. So it's a horse, and it's four like horseshoes.
It's clearly like a lacquered, like sanded and then lacquered black horse with blue hooves that is floating over the floor.
Okay. Okay. There's different things. As you said,
There are screws on the saddle.
I'm gonna take the saddle off.
Okay, so you're gonna unscrew the four screws of the saddle, and you lift up the saddle, and inside is a hamster.
A little tiny hamster running too
And
fast.
it's like an interior chassis, which is like marked with like thousands of like arcane etchings, and then floating in the middle of it, which is like where you see like the blue glow coming from, is a almost like a crystal ball.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the screwdriver too.
You just grab the crystal ball.
Well, first, you know what? I'm stupid. First, I'm gonna grab the screwdriver and like carve inside the horse's side. Dr. Dubs was here. Then I grab the crystal ball.
Okay, Eddie, as you grab a hold of the crystal ball, I need you to roll me a fortitude saving throw.
Recon?
What's fortitude playing? Pathfinder?
Cut!
Not owned by Hasbro?
Constitution say it used to be fortitude and 3.5.
That's an
It was,
Yeah,
but
mhm.
it's Constitution.
18. 17 on the die, plus 1.
Okay.
On save.
Eddie, you touch the orb, and as you do, you will see like a flash of light in the other room that comes through the painted window, like so bright that it pierces through the paint. And Eddie, you scream in pain as your entire right arm is obliterated, like disintegrated into dust.
Ah, this sucks!
Who left him unsupervised?
Okay, wait, do I have anything on
Get
myself?
him out of the way.
He rolled really high on his fortitude save.
Do I have
What's
any, so like even my clothes are
What save?
We're playing 3.5.
Oh, surprise.
Oh, I forgot we switched over.
okay, you know what? Shoot. Is there like a hole, like a tiny little hole outside, like into the space, into the netherworld? Like what?
What?
Is there a portal to a new?
There is like
An opening to where.
there are two huge like double wooden, almost like barn-like doors.
Okay, I used the blade to start like cutting it open.
Yeah, they were like bound
Just
by
touch it with the other hand. You'll put it.
by the rope. So you cut through the rope with the floating chakram,
Yeah.
and as you do, the doors like swing open, and you see the white singularity beyond it.
Okay. It's not as working as planned.
What was the plan?
Oh,
That's Eddie.
no. Okay. No. What? Okay.
Eddie, what are you doing in there?
You hear a voice beyond the door.
This is Eddie. It's the janitor, Mr.
Man.
Wilhelm. Please ignore anything out this window. Bye-bye. I'm pretty sure that, it's supposed to be deceived though.
I don't even need to roll for it. It's fine. Insight check.
Yeah, you have disadvantage on your deception check. You have advantage on your insight check.
17.
No,
Without advantage.
17
Natural.
and a natural.
Okay, well, you know what? I got a 5.
Okay.
I got a 6.
That was
Okay, I'm being beat, so I'm gonna start sawing the leg off the horse. I'm gonna start trying to beat the orb outside towards the computer.
okay.
The white horse.
So as you're like desperately trying to do whatever the hell kind of carnage you're enacting, firstly, Gogadron is incredibly aware that you are a bad cadet. He doesn't believe a single word you're saying. You worked at the school for your entire career, and there was never a janitor called Mr. Wilhelm. And why would he be here in Gamelon's curio shop? So you don't believe him. So what do you want to do? I'm asking them before you go anywhere.
Go into the room.
Okay, so you like shoulder charge through the door in front of Dr.
I'm
Dubs.
just trying to tackle Eddie.
Okay, and Eddie is like desperately trying to like chip away at the leg of the moral horse. But Eddie, you actually find yourself while you're trying to chip at it, you can do nothing. Like nothing happens.
Oh, not even like Mr. Dubs was here?
Yes, no. So you managed to engrave, you managed to chip away like the lacquered paint, but beyond that, you can't damage this horse. Roll me an athletics check.
Both of us?
You can roll athletics or acrobatics to try and
Acrobatics.
resist. Okay.
See if disadvantage because you have one arm.
I have a question for you. Is Gogadron really angry?
I mean, always.
Roll an athletics check with advantage.
Okay. Go for it. I don't care.
6.
Versus what?
6! Because I rolled 5 on the die. Plus
Okay,
1.
well, you challenged him, he meets, he beats, so you dive at him, and you're trying to wrench him away, but he won't let go of the horse, still going for it.
Okay,
Dr. Dubs, are you doing anything in this situation?
Dr. Dubs is just standing in the doorway, shaking his head,
okay.
writing notes in his notebook.
I'm gonna throw the. I'm gonna throw. Okay, is there like any sort of tilt to the floor?
No, the floor is flat.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna throw the chalk and try to hit the ball so it's like a pool, so it goes out there and then yell, "Computer!" Oh, ball.
So you're trying to push the horse out into the
No, I
singularity.
want to say, like the ball. Wait, the ball is still inside the horse.
It's still inside the horse. Your arm got obliterated.
Okay.
It's Eddie.
The goal is to cause chaos, you know? No, fuck it. So throw it out and see if the ball, like if I can just hit the ball and the ball's just bouncing around and
What are you hitting the ball with?
the chakra. Like
You're throwing the floating. Okay, all right. I need Dr. Dub, Eddie, and Gogadron to all roll Constitution, not Fortitude, saving throws.
Uh-oh. It's all bad. It's all bad.
yes!
It's all bad.
Natural 1.
Oh! What did you roll?
Dirty 20.
Okay, what did you roll?
It's a 6.
Okay. You throw the chakram into the orb, and the first thing that happens is the orb ignites, it emits a magical wave of pale white energy into the room. But then the floating chakram flies across the room and starts bouncing off of the walls. So first of all, what happens is both Dr. Dubs and Gogadron are obliterated by the light, just like disintegrated completely. But as you're looking around, you're like, oh yes, look at this. I caused so much chaos. I destroyed 2 people. The chakram bounces off of one of the walls and splits you in half.
The only one who could take down Eddie's Eddie, so I'm happy with this.
No one kills it.
Holy shit! quick.
Yeah, so what you see is there's a flash of light, you both kind of like duck behind the shelves. You look back up, Dr. Dubs isn't in the hallway anymore.
And none of them are they?
Well, you can't see him. They were in the other room. He was stood in the doorway, but he's gone now. And there's just a pile of ash where he used to be.
Wait, did the ball at least move?
No.
Fuck!
I like kind of peek my head in and see the carnage.
I'll like Scooby-Doo.
You see a monodrone just like in half, lying like cross-sectioned either side. Eddie on the ground.
Gamelon!
You yell Gamelon again, and no response.
Well, honestly, I thought this was gonna work, but all that I've done is learn more about myself.
Unfortunately, you're all dead. Because
Hey, I'm Zorax. What's
you go Gamelon, and then Zorax comes in via the stable doors.
No, see,
No,
that's off the ground.
Is that a telephone or something?
a telephone.
Or a little like ring bell.
Roll a history check.
A Hasbro approved telephone.
That's 6. Plus 2, 8.
You've never heard of a telephone.
Is there a dog I can whistle for or something?
Roll an animal handling check.
That's a 3.
No, Gamelon never had a dog.
Oh, Gamelon!
I'm gonna look around for like maybe like a bell that I can ring to like summon him or
Okay.
something.
You see there is a little brass bell on the teller's desk.
Just don't sit on the chair.
Bring.
You touch the bell. Ding! Just like one ding, nothing.
Ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Nothing.
Alright, maybe we should go somewhere else. Gamelon's house.
Gamelon's house. Code name. Your code name?
That is it.
No, that's your access key.
Oh. Code name? What?
Praecordium.
Your name's
Praecordium.
Praecordium. Yeah, Praecordium. Access key.
That is it, boy.
Okay. Gamelon's Emporium disappears. You're now.
That's a whole lot of carnage.
Should we have like given them some kind of like way of remembrance? Because
Don't worry, their programs are just gonna go back into another one.
Yeah,
and they're just gonna come back.
Whatever they were goes back to Mechanus.
They're fine.
They kill each other at least twice a week.
Rest in peace, program. Okay.
One goggle tip for the homies.
Yeah.
And you're now stood on the streets of Brawl, as you know them, in the Middle District. And the Middle District, as I
Wait, if I knew where this place was this whole time, I would have just gone to his house.
you went to his shop.
Okay. All right. So this is his house.
Yeah. So, and his house is a classic Faerunian, no, not necessarily Faerunian, more like Dale Lands wizard spire.
Eric, we don't have to do anymore. We could just bring Chutney here.
Oh. Well, then what?
Ask him for help.
Is he here?
I don't know. We don't know where real Gamelon is.
Maybe he's here.
But what are we gonna do with fake Gamelon?
I don't know. Maybe he might know some information or places that the real Gamelon actually is.
Gideon, roll me an insight check.
Okay.
15.
Okay. You've walked through the fairly narrow avenues and lanes of the Middle District. It's one of the this particular area of the Middle District, one of the nicer areas of Brawl. It has some very reputable taverns and great like cargo stores, particularly captain goods, nautical goods. And you've never seen this spire in Brawl. And you swear you've walked down this road before.
I don't know if that's the real spire. I've been down these streets once or twice, or a whole hell of a lot more. I ain't never seen this before.
Well, I mean, he might have it under illusion. It's a distinct possibility. Or it's a fake place that was stood up by my father. Let's go talk to the fake animal. Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, Famelon.
Okay, you knock at the door.
Minda! Minda! Are you there?
Okay. All the many various locks on the front door of Gamelon's Spire all unshackle. The door opens, and stood, half your height, is a rosy-cheeked, curly-haired, curly red-haired, freckled halfling, which is very, what's the word? Like outwardly gleeful at the sight of you, Praecordium. Black, you are now playing as
Minda?
Minda.
It's Gamelon's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Minda.
Oh, hello, Praecordium.
Is Gamelon home or?
What do you need to see him for?
Important adventure business.
Important, like what?
My friend has been turned into a bug.
It happens. By the way, name's Gideon and Praecordium. Pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Oh, Gideon and Praecordium. Don't know.
He's my captain. I've been on adventures the past few months. Yep.
But yes, know anything about how to convert someone from not being a bug anymore?
A bug?
So I think Gamelon would be the prime source of someone who could turn someone out from no longer being a bug. Yes. Have you seen him?
Of course, I see my husband all the time.
Okay.
Lovely fellow.
Yes. Where is he?
Lovely fella.
Well, what would you do? Well, you want to come in and take a seat, get some tea?
Sure, Minna. That sounds good.
Yes, tea. Yeah, your favorite, right?
It's all right. Oh, I love your tea, Minda. I love the biscuits. Yes.
And you want some tea, Mr. Valier?
Yeah, we got some cookies as well.
Cookies? I have cookies.
Then what are we doing still standing around out here?
Oh yeah, come in.
Don't eat the cookies.
Okay, are you going into the living room to be served cookies? Okay, already sat in the living room in front of a roaring, ornate hearth in puffy leather armchairs are two middle-aged individuals. You recognize them as as Gamelon's two kids. Peregrine, who you are now playing as, who is a wizard of slightly less capability as his father, so you're incredibly powerful. And his daughter, Lara, who is not a wizard.
A disappointment.
And I don't know very much about. Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Hello!
Yes, exactly. So, but you think you are.
Yes, you remember my children, right?
Yes, it's good to see both of you. Have you seen your father recently?
I don't talk to Dad anymore since he doesn't teach me his wizarding arts.
Yes, we all know your family drama. How are you doing?
I'm glad you brushed over it.
All right,
Fantastic. How are you?
What?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Yes, you seem very powerful today.
Always.
This arcane fizz about your hair.
Oh, it's done.
Oh, that was such a good one.
Still got it.
So, Baron, have you seen your father?
I see my father all the time.
I never see my father all the time.
He teaches me
New magic.
He
Yes.
ignores me while I try to learn new magic.
Yes, I would have come to you, but I didn't want to bother you with such measly task as to aiding me. Do you think that you could direct me towards your father, who is much less capable?
Why don't you tell me what you need?
Of course I can tell you what I need. My friend has been turned into a bug.
Do you have any idea what that means?
So you say that's all you say. You don't say anything beyond that.
I don't know what it is, right?
Okay, you can roll me an Arcana check.
He touched a crystal.
Awesome. I'm pretty sure we have like a -3 to intelligence.
No, it's charisma, definitely.
No, I think it's both.
Is it both?
It's both.
Okay, -3 to
I have an
intelligence.
intelligence score of 4.
He touched a crystal, got shot, turned into bug. The end.
15.
15. It sounds like he got true polymorphed.
It sounds like your friend got polymorphed.
Oh, you are so wise. That's definitely it. That's definitely not it.
No, but so you can, if you so please, go on a spiel about how you would go about only a wish can undo like a now past true polymorph, or you could true polymorph him back yourself if you wanted to. Yeah.
You would need to either cast True Polymorph or Wish to restore him to his normal form.
Okay, you're very, very smart. Thank you so much for all of this help.
I'm surprised you even knew that. Most of the time you just spend
Shut up,
in your
Laura.
room
Shut
reading
up,
those magazines with those women who are barely clothed.
Well, true heart.
You shut up. Mother, you knew about this.
Oh my god.
Diane, please save me. Where is Cameron?
The cookies are done. Here you go.
Thank you.
That's what that's
Yeah.
Your cookies.
So Gideon, you notice a very clear tear in the matrix there, because she goes, cookies are done, turns around, and then there's a plate of cookies in front of her.
Yum.
my
You hear like metal skipping across the floor as he throws the cookies behind his head.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
why are you throwing them?
But yes, thank you so much. Perhaps we should get out of here as soon as possible.
Well, don't you want
Yes,
to meet my husband? I'll go get him.
Yes, do that so that we may congratulate him on how well he has trained his son.
You want to meet that bastard? Gamelon? That hoe?
Wow, there is some real family therapy. You guys need some family therapy.
I just love how Gamelon was like a character written by, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Ed Greenwood, and you were just murdering a character. He just wrote, he has a son called Lara, but you're like, and she also hates a daughter. She also hates him. You're adding that to Ed Greenwood's canon.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. So you go upstairs, you come back down, and Gamelon is happy to see them.
Happy to see him, but he's not happy to see
Alright,
me.
we're going upstairs. Have fun, you guys.
We never.
At this point, Lara, when you leave the room, you don't see this, but Lara stands up and just starts walking into the wall over and over again.
I was like, screw you, Dad! Screw you, Dad! Screw you, Dad!
Yeah,
Screw you, Dad!
Someone didn't have enough time to make sure these were working properly.
Thank goodness that the tower walls are quite soundproof.
So you climb to the top of Gamelon's tower, up his set of polished marble stairs, and at the very top, you've been here before, is his huge adamantine door. And you know that in order to get into Gamelon's chambers, his arcane library, which you know is beyond the door, you have to tell the door a joke that it has never heard before. Gamelon loves cheesy jokes. You could tell Gideon. And
Yeah, I was like, so what do we do with this door? You got a key?
Yes, we have to say a joke that is never heard, but I've got a few. I could try some. Fedor.
Yes. Tell me your funniest tale.
Why don't ants get sick?
Why do ants not get sick?
They have little antibodies.
Oh! Shh. The door opens.
I hate it.
Well, that was easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've got to have a few lined up.
You got any more zingers ready to go? As I'm walking in the door.
Okay, so you open the door, open it up, and once again, Gideon, not so much a workshop, but a huge, sprawling library. One that, when you looked from the outside of this spire, could impossibly be at the tip. It's absolutely incredibly large. It's multi-leveled, at least 3 floors, all totally packed with fine, well-furnished bookcases with first editions of every variety. Set in front of a huge expansive window that looks over the Rock of Bra, particularly towards the palace on the hill at the top of the Rock of Bra, is an incredibly long meeting table made from ebony, like a black wood, carved and then filled with silver and like an elvish motif. There's all kinds of like leaves and swirl designs and elven writing all over the top of the table. Stood behind the table is a like balding gentleman. He only has like kind of tufts of white hair from his temples around the back of his head to his other temple. He's wearing a long wizard's cloak, and he has his hands tucked behind his back, and he's looking out.
He's got like a big scar too. Right?
He hasn't turned around, but yes, he's looking out. You're clearly looking at the back of him, and he's looking out at the Rock of Bra from above.
Caroline, it's good to see you. Gideon was asking if I had another joke. I figured I'd share it with you too.
So as soon as you yell, he turns around, very interested, clearly bemused in his facial expressions. And now you do see his face. He's got a very like pursed, but you believe probably in his youth, handsome face. Got pale white skin, tufts of white eyebrows, and he has a scar that runs across one of his eyes, like, you know, straight cut down. But the eye that it runs across is glassy and filled with a crystal lens. So it's clearly missing one of his eyes, and replaced it with something very special. And he turns and he looks at you. Oh, is that correct?
Yes. The joke is, what do you do with bad rainbows?
What do you do with bad rainbows, Praecordium?
You send them to prison.
Very good. Very
Don't worry, it's just a light sentence.
Come here. Come here. Quick. Come here. Come here.
How's Gamelon?
He extends his hand, and as he does, you see a wand shoots out of his wizard's sleeve. He grips it, and he taps Praecordium on the head. You see a gold star appears on his forehead.
Oh, that never gets old.
Gold stars.
Gold star for you.
Yes. Remember that one that you told me of the pirate?
Oh.
His favorite letter?
Yes. R.
Yes. I've heard a few other variations.
You have?
Yes.
Oh, you've truly been about yourself since you left the simulation.
Yes. Pirate's favorite letter? Well, it could be R, but their first love was the sea.
The sea. Oh, no, that's very good, isn't it?
But their second favorite letter is P, because without it, they'd be irate.
Come here. Closer, closer, closer. Ding, ding, 2 more gold stars.
Yay!
Wait. I'm sorry, Mr. Gideon. You'll have to apologize. I have to apologize. He loves his golden stars.
It's fine. It's quite all right. It's quite all right.
Mr. Gamelon, I would like to trade in all my freshly earned gold stars. And he peels them off his enormous forehead. I have a friend in trouble.
Chutney.
Yeah, how you know about Chutney?
I know many things.
Do you know that you're fake?
I'm not fake.
What do you mean you're not fake? You've been like a robot tutor for me.
You can't just say people are fake.
Well, he is. My father made him from the imprint of his brain.
I'm afraid you're wrong, Praecordium. Now that you've graduated from your school, a curriculum that I helped your father design myself, it's time that you knew the truth. I am not some simple doer, pentadrone. I am the real Gamelon.
Can I keep my gold stars?
Of course you can.
Wait, you've always been you?
Yes. Always.
Always had it.
That's right. Fucking shoots you. No, while you look over at that Toril. Whoa.
Alright, if it's really you, how do I save my friend Chutney? He's been turned into a bug.
I said I knew many things, Praecordium, and I've taught you a great deal. But there are some questions that even I, the great Gamelon Idagir, do not know the answer to. But I can help you. I can give you the guidance that you seek. Your friend, Chutney, has been resolved into the form of a bionoid, correct?
Aye.
Bless you.
Gesundheit. Yes. Now, the secrets of such creation belong to the elves of space alone. We're going to put a placeholder in here because in 5th edition they may be known as the Astral Elves, but in the original they were just simply the Imperial Elven Navy.
Okay.
Pending the release of some sort of spelljamming book by a company from Earth. Don't worry, it's a crystal sphere very far away that you've never visited.
I was like all fuzzy. I couldn't hear anything of what you were saying.
Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Don't ask the beholder too many questions.
Wait, what did you say, Rob?
Who?
But you don't have the answer, you say.
I'm telling you, Mr. Gideon, that those who understand the secrets of the bionoid's creation are the elves of space, astral or imperial, whichever they decide in the end. Now, what I put forth to you is that this Chutney, or Chutnoid, if you will, it's a good name for it, I came up with it myself, is that I believe this is not the general process of creation. I have seen bionoids myself, observed them in their element, and never before have I heard of one who speaks as though he is multiple different people.
That probably has to do with the crystal that was lodged in his head.
Now, you see, the crystal is a conundrum because those exist on all bionoids. But typically what they do is when a bionoid is rendered inert by its crystal, when another creature that isn't an orc touches the crystal, it immediately destroys those who touch it and replaces them as its host. Do you understand what I mean?
And when you say orc, do you also mean scroll as well?
I have not tested the theory on the scroll. I know that they are similar in terms of their development.
We found out that it was a scroll church, right?
Yes.
Well, we found him in a scroll church, and one was calling himself Pain. So, do you think that has something to do with it?
You see, I do not know enough about the personal histories of Pain, Eris, Chutney, or your friend Torque to answer that question. I believe your answer lies in what they know. Potentially things that you know, Mr. Gideon.
Things that I know? What the hell do I know?
From what I've been led to believe since I've been monitoring my brightest pupils' development, is that you have been in the company of this peculiar Hadozi for quite some time.
Aye.
Mayhaps you know some of his secrets, his past, his history, his person.
I mean, I know a thing or two about Tor, but I don't think that's anyone else's business to know.
I do not wish to indulge. I do not wish to overstep my bounds. All I say is, perhaps your knowledge, or something he has yet to tell you, holds the key.
Can I do a deep history search to see if anything like comes to mind immediately?
In terms of your personal knowledge, or in terms of something you've read or heard?
Personal.
Roll a d20.
All right. 13.
Total?
Oh, plus history. That's 5, so 18.
18.
Yeah.
So, you know Talk, and he's told you pieces about his past, what he's been through, how you even came to meet. Right? Was a pretty significant exchange. If this has something to do with Talk, you believe it either has something to do with his friends or his enemies.
I'm assuming probably the enemies. You know what they say about if you assume something.
Indeed. Keep your mind open, the pair of you. For this multiverse is limitless. The phlogiston knows no bounds. The answer can lie in any corner of any space. Do you understand?
Yes.
No. But I think I'm getting there. I'm gonna go through the events and think back on what happened to Tor.
Simpler terms, don't rule anything out until you know for sure.
Yue is a vampire.
I mean, definitely. She was lying like this.
Only vampires do that.
Exactly. And mummies. But she's not wrapped in bandages, so she's not a mummy.
Actually, so you were watching me. Do you know why when I looked in the mirror I didn't have a reflection?
Shush, quiet voice that I can hear. Sorry?
Do you know why when I looked in the mirror I didn't have a reflection? Because, like, I have a normal reflection.
Praecordium,
Yes.
you are not to look in that mirror again. Do you understand?
Why not? I wouldn't see anything.
Because I have commanded it as your mentor.
Okay, Gamelon, I learned a lesson about following rules or something earlier, so...
Yes, right. Yes. Good.
Won't look at it.
I'm not Gogadron. I liked him. Shame. That Eddie was always one of my weaker pieces of work.
Excuse me?
You need to work on your fake family downstairs too. They're quite rough around here.
I didn't know you were going to come here. You already got here really quickly.
Oh, was there like a puzzle or something?
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't want to give it to you too easily.
Okay, sorry. Do you want us to go back? Or?
No, there's no point. I'll keep the horse.
Wait, we could have had the horse?
Too late now.
Oh my.
I mean, you let that little rapscallion beat the crap out of him. Should have done a lesson about property damage.
Well,
it did say it said Mr. Dubs was here.
Exactly.
So it was Dubs.
in great Gamelon.
Stop saluting me. I'm a wizard, not a military man.
In great Gamelon.
No, we're cooler than that.
See you, chump.
There he goes.
Stay sweet, Gamelon.
My sweet Dylan. Are you leaving the tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pleasure to meet you.
Okay.
I don't know.
You leave, you close the door behind you. As you do, singularity again.
Power to kill!
No! If that Eddie didn't explode, I was gonna fucking destroy him.
Alright, so, that was...
We didn't learn jack
That
shit.
was mildly helpful. Maybe I just need to have a talk with Torque, and maybe we can refresh our memories.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Want to go get something to drink first?
Yeah.
Alright.
How do you exit this place?
Out.
Please?
Outside.
Outside, where?
At the Laughing Beholder.
The real Laughing Beholder?
Yes.
I don't like how she had to ask that.
Access code.
Praecordium.
No, that's your
Oh.
codename, dumbass.
I've been around a few times, I'm telling you. Daddy's favorite boy.
One last thing.
What's up?
You should have asked me to prom. Not Eddie.
Later, bitch.
Pulls down shades.
That is the very end of our first ever in-person, pre-recorded live stream.
That was a great. Totally
did it.
Plan. Totally went as
That
planned.
was exactly what I had intended for that whole session.
We intended to throw the chalk room at the ball and explode everyone.
John's never coming back on the show.
Hey, at least it was only Gogadron that died.
That was so funny. I love the Gogadron reference. I was like, might be a little bit obvious, but I
Drawn
think
the
we
nose.
held it together. Yeah.
I will end you.
Yeah. So for those of you who have now viewed this, what I found very exciting, fun, and unfortunately, infrequent experience. I hope you all enjoyed it because I enjoyed it so much, and I wish it was possible every single week.
Except for John.
Yeah, we're sending you back to San Antonio. So
Yeah, no, it was really fun. Like the first game I'm here, I already killed 2 party NPCs. Killed myself.
Yeah, yeah. You did your part
Perfectly done.
masterfully.
Yeah.
It was
5 gold stars.
Dr. Dubs deserved better, man. Other than when he was really mean to Praecordium.
Really mean. Talking about his mama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Maybe. There's some questions to be
It needed
answered.
to be done.
Yeah. Well, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. And if you haven't already, make sure to head over to our YouTube channel where this will also be uploaded.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thank you.
And if you don't do it,
For
I'll
this.
come on more streams.
That's a threat.
Please.
That's a-
Please.
He's holding us hostage.
I will kill every one of you.
Stay tuned for James's big announcement in the near future.
Not for another month or so.
Not for another month or so. Well, it might be closer than that by the time I've edited this video and uploaded all the other ones that I need to edit. Justin, you got anything you want to say?
Nah, I'm chilling. Happy holidays, fam.
Yeah, hopefully this comes out before Christmas.
Hopefully.
Yeah. James, you got anything other than giving us a month?
I'm all set.
You're all set. Black, you got anything you want to say to the audience?
No, just, stay frosty. Stay frosty.
I had to cut that bit out. Black says something really bad.
What's
John, John, do you have anything you want to say?
Join a Discord and we could like mutually ignore each other.
Oh my god, imagine if you join the Discord, you can meet John.
Under door.
Wait. No, you won't. He's not in the
See, no.
Discord. Please still join.
No, see, look.
Unless
we
you
both-
like John, in which case he's
Yeah.
there. But if you don't like him, he's not there.
Under Dorkwing, we could ignore each other. It'd be great.
That's the second time you've doxed yourself in this whole session.
I love doxing myself.
That's great. That's great. What about you, big man?
Stay drunk, my friends.
Yes. Alcohol is good for you in moderation. Don't drink too much.
This is
Stay drunk, my friends.
No, that's not Hasbro's official policy.
Stay drunk, my friends.
this is Hasbro brand beer.
Cut.
That's it.
We gotta do the whole thing over.
That's it. That's how I'm gonna end it.